Ladies and gentlemen, after a terrible performance in the first preseason game, we seem to have recovered extremely well and picked up in a lot of areas that we lacked in the second game of the preseason. We versed the same opponent, we got the film done, and we managed to perform in a very, very positive light. So many things that got us this victory and so many things that allowed us to compete in this game. Of course, a win is a win, and you're always going to be happy with a victory. Within the preseason or not, it still feels very good to get a win on our belts. So without further ado, let's discuss the Chicago Bulls versus the Houston Rockets Game 2 of the preseason in this video. Let's do it. What's up everybody, it's the Aiden Sports Show and welcome back to another video. Today we've got a Chicago Bulls video in relation to the preseason victory that we are required today in a fantastic fashion. So many people, so many players paid a contribution into this game, and ultimately being able to compete is the best thing that you could ever ask for from this team. Competing with a team like the Houston Rockets, granted they are not at their full strength, and also in relation to the victory itself, how we managed to take the game away from them in the fourth quarter is something that I really like to discuss today. But before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Aiden Sports Show YouTube channel, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments below what were your thoughts on the Chicago Bulls performance today, who was your player of the game, and ultimately, how important is this victory for us leading towards the other games of the preseason and the start of the regular season. Now, it's no secret in the first game we played dreadful. The team lacked defense, it lacked any effort really, and ultimately so many things we needed to discuss on improving. Now today was a much better effort. Today was much better defensively. Today was much better offensively. I think all around we were just extremely good in today's game, and it showed. We competed with the Houston Rockets, who were still very hot from the field today. We competed with them at a very high level. I think this game, despite it being a preseason game, means a lot for this team in the areas where, if we are going to bring that defensive effort on a nightly basis, if we are going to bring that offense on a nightly basis, I really think this team can be something special. And yes, it is one game. I don't want to overreact or underreact. I feel like this is a very big step in the right direction for this team. After a very bad performance where we kind of lost faith already in one game, a lot of people lost faith in the way that the Bulls played. We picked it up very, very well in the second game, and I'm very happy. Now, before we go into individual players, I want to talk about how we played. Now, the first half, the shooting was not there in the first half for pretty much anybody. So, in order to prevent us from going down so early, when the shooting isn't there, we did what we should be doing as a basketball team. We drove and we cut to the paint. We crushed them in field goals in the paint today. We crushed them in rebounds, second point opportunities. These are the things that the Bulls should be working very hard to acquire, because at the end of the day, the offense, sometimes the shooting will not be there. Today, in the first half, the shooting was not there. I believe in the first quarter, we had 2 from 11 three-pointers that went in. Of course, that is terrible to see, but when the shooting isn't there, I like the fact that we had movement. I like the fact that we cut to the ring. I like the fact that we slashed. We made it so difficult for the Houston Rockets players to pick up all of our players. The Rockets weren't switching. The Rockets weren't picking up on men that were cutting into the paint. The paint was the very easy game for the Chicago Bulls today's time around. So I'm very happy that we decided to take that opportunity. And in the second half, the shooting opened up. A lot of it came from our bench. A lot of it came from Zach and Kobe. A lot of the shooting really opened up. Wendell Carter finally hit a 3 today. There is a lot to be positive about in today's game. But on the offense, the fact is we were smart enough to realize that shooting needed to come with buckets being made in the paint, because obviously at the beginning of the game, when you take 11 threes, you only make 2. I love the fact that we slashed. I love the fact that we took it into the paint and we dominated them from there. Now, of course, on the Houston Rockets side, John Wall and Boogie Cousins had a fantastic game. Eric Gordon had a good game as well. So the Rockets, they did their thing. They did exactly what was expected of them as well. But I thought today the Bulls had a real understanding of the defensive side, the real understanding of switching, the real understanding of running out to the three-point shot. Basically, we nullified a lot of their threes today because our effort to help each other was big. And I hope Billy Donovan talks about that in his match press conference, whatever it's called, because the help that we brought, the help defense, the ability to run out on defenders, to switch very, very quickly, we projected a lot of what they were going to do, and we did very, very well. So I'm very, very proud of this team. I have to say, I'm really proud of the way this team played today. There was a specific moment in the game where we switched so often and we helped each other so often that it went to John Wall to take a step back shot over a 7'1" Larry Marketing. And that took the entire possession, 24 seconds on the shot clock, for them to put up a terrible shot like that. And that's the defense I want to see on a consistent basis. That's a defensive team that we are capable of being. Now, we're not going to be a top 5 defense, but when we're going to provide effort like that, simply effort can go a long way on the defensive side. So very, very happy today. Now let's talk about individual players. Individual players, of course, today it was the Zach and Kobe show. Zach and Kobe absolutely had a fantastic game today. I believe Zach LaVine had 23 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. And I believe Kobe White had 20 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. I thought the scoring, of course, is big with Kobe White. Kobe White had hit some clutch threes down in the clutch. Zach LaVine did his thing. Offensively was an animal. You can see Zach LaVine, the offense comes so easy to him. And we did very, very well in those areas. Great job from those two, the back court, sorry. Very, very good to see. Now, there are other things that we need to talk about. The bench today, especially in the fourth quarter, really took the game away from the Houston Rockets. I mean, players like Zach Norvell, who didn't really get an opportunity in the last game, had a good game today. Players like Ryan Arcidiacono hit some good threes today to send the game away from them. Patrick Williams, you saw the range from Patrick Williams today. Now, I don't think Patrick Williams had the terrific game, a game that I would probably forget, but he showed that he can shoot the three, and he's comfortable taking the three. And that's good to see. Of course, you need to make steps. You need to show what you can do. The fact that he's willing and he's able to make 3-pointers, even when they're contested, is a big thing for this team to know that we can rotate to him. We can pass the ball to him, and he's able to take it with confidence. Big thing there. Wendell Carter made a 3. Good to see. He took a lot of them. I think he took 3 or 4 threes today, and he made 1. I thought Wendell Carter had a much better game to his first game. 7 points and 6 rebounds, I believe. Not the best game, but still a big improvement on the last game for sure. And I just thought overall we were a good team today. And it's preseason, so I'm not going to say get on the hype bandwagon and let's go all the way. But I am going to say that a win like this, no matter where it is, who it's against, a win like this, in my opinion, is a big win. 104-91. The Rockets in the fourth quarter really fell away, and we competed with them all night long with their starters. So it's a big thing here. Now, when James Harden comes back, this could be a different story, but I'm not going to take that. I'm going to accept it for what it is. We beat a very good team today. Yes, it's in preseason, and of course, you have to take that into consideration, but I'm very, very happy with the way that we played. I like the defense. I like the fact that we moved on defense, that we helped each other on defense. And the offensive end, I loved when it wasn't working, we went to what should be the easiest shot in basketball, in the paint, layups, the easiest shots in basketball. And we did that very, very well. I also like the rotation from Billy Donovan. Now, we didn't have some of our best players today. Not our best, but our bench players. Our rotation was basically an 8-man rotation with a little bit of Daniel Gafford playing here and there. We played Ryan Arcidiacono, Chandler Hutchison, Patrick Williams, and a little bit of Daniel Gafford. And that's the thing with the Chicago Bulls, is that we didn't have Satoransky, we didn't have Thaddeus Young, Garrett Temple didn't play. Luke Cornett also didn't play. I believe he had to leave as well. So there are some players on this team, Denzel Valentine as well. There are some players on this team that you expect to be on the bench that simply did not play in this game. And we still managed to do very well. Our bench production was huge in this game. And we're going to need our bench for going forward. It's as simple as that. Now, obviously, the player that needs to improve their game today is Larry Marketing. 3 points, 7 rebounds. I think he had 1 steal and 1 block, and I believe he might have had an assist as well. Larry Marketing, it didn't work for him today. He took the shots that he needed to take. But at the end of the day, the confidence in driving to the paint is something I really want to see more with Larry Marketing. He took a lot of threes today. And yes, he is a good 3-point shooter. But if you open up your game, if you take layups, if you're able to dribble past the defense, something that he did do today, but he missed a dunk when he did it, I want to see more of that from Larry Marketing. I don't want to see just a 3-point shooter. And I want to see him develop a post game. In the only shot I can recall him being from the post, he actually fell over. He couldn't get the proper positioning, and he fell, and we turned the ball over. These are things with Larry Marketing that needs to be gradually worked on. Of course, there's going to be games like today where Larry Marketing wasn't really didn't take that many shots, but missed a lot of shots. So I would like to see Larry Marketing improve in the next game. And the player of the game for me, obviously, he was going to get it eventually. He got it in the second game this time. Zach LaVine, 23 points and 9 rebounds. Absolutely sensational from a shooting guard. 5 assists as well. At the end of the day, we don't have a primary point guard. We don't have that big of a facilitator. So if Kobe White and Zach LaVine are both going to get around 5 assists per game, I think that's a big plus in the Bulls category today. Even, look, Kobe White had some beautiful assists today, to be fair. But I thought Zach LaVine was really, really good. He showed his all-star quality today. 20 points in the first half. Look, you simply cannot write stuff like this. Fantastic game from Zach LaVine. And that is the end of this video. Now, of course, there's a lot of things, especially in the victory, that I have probably missed. But these are the things that I remember off the bat. These are the things that I wanted to talk about off the bat. I want to see what Billy Donovan has to say, what some of our players have to say. So stay tuned for that. Go check the Chicago Bulls YouTube channel if you haven't already to see what the players and the coach are saying. But this is a big win. Now, hopefully we can take that momentum into the OKC Thunder games in the preseason. We're going to be playing some away games. That's going to be something to get used to. And look, the regular season is where it counts. So, of course, a victory like this, no one should be, I guess, hyped saying we're going to make the playoffs or anything like that. But a victory like this is something that cannot be ignored, especially where the level of teams that both of us are at, the Houston Rockets and the Bulls. And also, this is our second game in 9 months, and we're able to provide the energy, the athleticism, the fitness, and of course the quality that we did today. Very impressed with this team. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. Let me know in the comments below what was your biggest takeaway from this game. Are you happy to see some of the things that we saw in this game, and would you like to see us continue that offense? That offense was a big talking point today, and I really enjoyed our offense tonight. Would you like to see that continue? Anything you want to take away from this game, please let me know in the comments below. I'll try my best to answer, give my opinions on what you have to say, and as well, if I agree or disagree. Have a wonderful and safe day, Chicago Bulls fans. Be happy with this victory. The next game is against the Oklahoma City Thunder. We are 1-1 in the preseason. Let's see if we can end the preseason on a positive note with the last 2 games of the preseason. Take care and peace.